Now whip it good.
Hello, welcome to WIP IT Sunday, and that's Mr. Custom Cannon.
Evening.
And we got the Infinity Loop going on because I was showing Cannon for a project I was going to commission him to do some 3D modeling for me. With my main big bad villain, Nihilus.
That's pretty cool. I think we did that one already. We did that one too.
Yeah, we did those two, and I want the body shot. So we got the full front, side, and back views. So this will help you.
Looks like bracers for the arms, shoulder pads, maybe some chest things, and a helmet. Head.
Yep. And for feeling froggy, maybe some shin guards, and that the big thing is, like, I'm curious to see if we can pull off is the cape piece in the back.
Yeah. Does he have glowing nipples?
Yeah, he does.
You can tell he's a bad guy.
His chest is angry.
Yes.
I need background music. It's awful quiet.
He needs to put some salve on those things.
That's why he's always angry.
Yeah, they're raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Drax. He's got sensitive nipples.
Chase his nipples. Doesn't like to wear the backpack.
But start working on. I was going to make turn this into Era lower second command, and I got realizing more and more. Got a lot of work into it already. I'll finish it out. I may make it a different character. She-Hulk's just going to be too big.
It's hard to find female figures that have a lot of variety in their size, I think.
Yeah, I think with the best course of action is what I was going to do originally is go Power Princess. Then we can use those. The problem is when I don't want to use those high heels. I want to use like the Iron Man feet or something like that. When you do that, she loses height. They designed the lower legs to always have high heels. You put flats on her, she loses a shoot ton of height.
Yeah.
I was trying to keep from cussing.
Still early.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta wait till the first hour. She loses a lot of height, but I figured use the boot covers. These scale down to fit her. I can cut that lower leg, extend it, and get back to the height, which keep her current height, which her current height's good.
That's on the Power Princess body.
Yeah, they.
I'm gonna have to find. I have her someplace.
Which
find where I put her.
I think all we need to do is just be what I was talking about. Just since these are basically mirrored one to the other, so this was just single file. I can scale it easier.
Yeah.
Because when they're paired, when I try to scale it, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
When I can just measure the size of the leg and measure one, then scale it down, up and down. Same with the gauntlets.
Yeah.
Which is great when I was working on the single character they were made for. But when I try to adapt them to fit other figures, it makes it a little harder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Darth's in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, WIP IT crew, party on, Darth. Name of Fail's here. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
And trying to figure out what to work on tonight. And I don't know what's been going on with this computer here. I had a hard time getting StreamYard to recognize the camera. They got like Logitune, I think, was running in the background, taking resources and keeping the camera from hooking up to the browser. And I had to shut the browser down and try 2 different browsers, shut them both down. Finally got it to come back on. Right one before I popped on.
Yeah, I just got done eating some ice cream before I got on. And apparently I dripped some of it in my beard and didn't notice. So I'm going to go take care of that real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Well, it's saving it for later. I'm actually going to get one character that's got a snake lower half. We've been using One of these extra rage torsos. Using this McFarlane snake, cutting it. I want to cut it at the right spot. So I want to. So sling it around. Take some measurements.
You cannot be running around with a sticky beard.
No.
People will think you're a pirate.
29.4 wide. .4 wide.
Oh man.
Didn't think that through. Needed a third hand, somebody come over and mark it for me while I'm sitting there holding it. I don't have that. I need to get my marker out first.
Have you seen Meet the Robinsons? Is that what it is?
Meet the Robinsons. Oh, is that like a cartoon where the scientists?
Yeah, Meet the Robinsons. The one where the dinosaur has like the mind control device on his head. He's like, I don't think you thought this through too well. I have itty bitty arms and a really big head.
And Fields, what other animals did McFarlane make? I have no idea. I just got this one just because mainly to make this character, and I was thinking I could readapt the snake head eventually too for something on a Cobra display, repaint it up.
Oh yeah, I've seen that figure before. I thought it looked cool, but you know, never had a use for it.
Handy dandy jeweler saw. Can't recommend that enough for having your tool set for customizing.
He sure likes circles a lot in his designs for his armor, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. He's cowboy old. The little old cartoon, like little Cowboy X comes in and stamps the town with X's all the time, and the townspeople tell him they don't like it, so he switches to O, and it made everybody happy. But they weren't real proud.
I remember that vaguely.
There we go. And we're through. A little snake head to use for something later.
Sounds like it'd be good diorama fodder for a Cobra diorama.
That's what I was thinking.
You ever make a diorama?
I have not.
New challenge unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
I've made a couple dioramas at this point.
I've noticed.
Not like what is that Instagram foam formers? Those guys do some really cool stuff. I'm not as good as them, but I'm not too shabby. I can make stuff look like stuff.
That's an important thing to do when you're making stuff. Have it to look like stuff.
Even sometimes when I'm making stuff to look like junk, I can make the stuff look like junk.
Take a sheet of styrene and cut me a plate to go over top of it. That way I don't have to fill up a giant void in the snake body.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's another deer. Ooh. I just had an ideal that could work to advantage. If I find the parts. Let me grab the bag of parts. You get working on something, you get an inspiration, a moment, and like, ooh, that would make things easier. And add.
Yeah.
Ragnar says, "Howdy there, hello, hello." I was thinking, I got just the upper torso, just at the waist cut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking I was sitting there trying to think of a way to make an adapt for it. I was like, wait, just put the waist in. Then I could glue the waist inside here, then sculpt smooth around it. The lower waist piece.
Mm-hmm.
That way it keeps the waist twist up here.
Yeah.
And I got sculpt. Yeah, that'll work. That makes things easier, and plus it'll look nicer.
Yeah. That's what we call creative problem solving. Why they need to keep art in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
My kids, when they went to school, did not have any art in the grade school. I thought that was very sad.
Yep.
Because I had art through grades all the way up. Every grade I had art.
But my job basically is art, and I do graphic design.
Oh.
Yeah. I do web development and graphic design. This can go into here. I'm gonna keep my twist. I can yeah, I like it. Good plan of action. Glad you suggested.
What did I suggest? I suggest nothing.
The thing that we're doing.
What are we doing?
The Snake Man.
Oh, that was you.
Oh, what? I can't keep track.
Well, there's some other people in the community that can't keep track of stuff either. From what I hear.
What's up, party people? I have no idea what you're referring to.
I'm not going to bring it up here.
Right. Okay. So now I just need to sculpt a section that will, this can lock into here. Eventually be glued, the bottom part at least be glued, but yeah. Is there a thing in here? I heard there's a thing in here. Yeah, success.
Tired.
Success.
I thought Sir Jordy's atomic robot turned out pretty good.
That turned out great.
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh.
Glad to have been a part of that.
Yeah, that turned out really nice. This filler here, right? Atomic Robo. Hello.
Do we have somebody? Hey, it's Just for Life. How's it going, man?
Hey, Cannon.
What you working on there?
A handful of stuff. It's all invincible. I got my soft goods suits in. Finally,
Yeah.
they look like really good. Way better than I thought they would.
Nice.
The suit that I had painted up, or the body I had painted up for Invincible, is just a hair too small for this Invincible suit. But I've got another Spidey that's a little bit bigger. I think is going to get the treatment.
I get the treatment, huh? That when you say it like that, it sounds kind of
Well.
ominous.
There's no war crimes if there are no survivors, no witnesses.
No, there still were. I disagree. It just means there's nobody to testify.
Black waste piece to the yellow. Pink. Surely I got one in here somewhere. Normally I wouldn't use a Hyperion chest for a custom, but he's such a alien looking character, so I don't think it really matters. Don't want to crack another torso just to grab the waste piece. We'll save that one though. Use this white one. You
can say that again.
I'm just gonna go ahead and start working on. I'm gonna go ahead and just paint these top parts black. That way I'm not worried about it. Ragnar's, I wish it was bendy wire, but unfortunately it's just a rubber tail. It just sits one spot.
I wonder if there was a way that you could put armature wire through it. That'd probably be difficult.
Yeah, you'd have to basically hollow a lot of it out.
Yeah. That would be really difficult.
Yep. Because you would have to use a heavy gauge wire in it, if as is, just to get it to bend, because it's a solid rubber.
And it's sculpted already, kind of in place.
Yep, that too. I was getting ready to say the same thing.
I was gonna say that too, but beat me to it.
Yeah.
If it were sculpted straight, then that would be a lot easier.
Yeah, but it's 2025. Nothing's truly straight.
Yeah. Yeah, Hawks mentions at least the snake's in a good pose already. It's like trying to find a toy snake body that will work for what I was wanting that's not the most ideal, because it's like cybernetic looking body, like under the underbelly type thing, but not really much else out there you can use.
No, not really. For a cybernetic snake body, I
didn't want a not cybernetic snake body. I wanted a regular snake body.
Oh, regular snake body. Well, might be able to find one of those rubber cobras.
Oh, trying to get, but then you still have to worry about splicing it with a torso to be able to get where it can stand.
Yeah, you're still gonna have lots of struggles with it. I thought he was supposed to have a cybernetic snake body.
Nah. Name feels like with the origin snake people, like they're not big. The snake tails are very short. This is like a good length.
The Mythic Legions put out some snake folks, but those are kind of expensive.
Yep, plus I don't think they're out yet.
Oh, yeah, they may not be. They looked good though.
Started working on. I was talking about earlier in the stream. Was was working on this originally for Era. That's Lieutenant Commander Era Silanova, like an original character, like second command of Underlord. And this is just gonna be too big. I'll still finish it out, and I can either do like a 7-inch scale with her, or I'll make another character itself. It's a crew of aliens, so everyone was just big. Let's check out my texture stamps, which looks like saggy boobs. That one's perfect. Made those to do some more texturing on the Hulk fist. So far they're looking good. I needed some more fur along the sides and up through here. I made a mold out of the top of the hands or these, then just push this inside of it and we'll get a really nice result out of that. And I cut the pegs off these and put it onto the Hulk fist. Now I got Hulk size hands for Bruton. Options. I like options.
Yeah. I think I'm going to call it. I think I'm just tired.
Understandable. I've had like stretched out for a good chunk of the day because issue I'm going through. As soon as I gotta watch my feet right now. I sit too long, they swell up like water balloons.
Yeah. I was
not good.
Pretty late last night with all
the stuff.
I did watch Aliens Romulus.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked it. It was and that I finally got that thing I ordered from Big Bad Toy Store a while back.
Oh yeah? What was it?
The ubiquitous.
What? Oh, the alien like a diorama stuff. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently I don't know how to spell it.
Well, appreciate you coming out with as much as you could. And
Godzilla.
Bless me.
And, I'll get the packaging out to you. When you're up to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, send it out. I ordered this thing a while back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It. I thought it had lights on it from some of the pictures I was looking at it, but I guess that's a different set with lights in it. But like each of these pieces here, with the white things on there, can have LEDs in them. They're spaces that are built in there where you can put them in there.
Nice.
So I'll probably go back and wire mine and put some LEDs in there at some point in time. It took about 4 hours to put it together.
Oh wow!
But
how much was it?
It was $89.99.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem too bad. Is it? What is it? 1/12 scale?
I used it for 1/12 scale stuff. Did I post a picture of that to Discord? Yeah, I think I did in model kits. Yeah, there it is.
That's sweet.
So that's with the NECA Alien, Valverse Soldier. So.
And NECA Aliens are pretty big figures too.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
That looks great for 1/12 scale stuff.
Yeah. And, once I got it put together. Well, it doesn't give you, like, instruction. It gives you instructions, but it doesn't, you have a lot of versatility.
Nice.
But after I put it together, I was like, this looks like I can put my aliens stuff in there. So I put all my alien stuff in there.
Nice. Very nice.
But there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna call it a night. Thanks for having me on again.
Always a pleasure, my friend. You have a good night, sir.
All right, take care. Take care, Seth.
See ya.
Later.
Later.
I see how it is. I show up and immediately. Clearly.
Yeah. Well, that's all, folks. Have them call it a night. Yeah, been having a hard time just getting this thing to start here lately with the.
Yeah.
Every time I was trying to connect tonight, it was like saying your camera's in use, and when the browser cannot connect. I tried it with both Firefox and Chrome. Went into Task Manager. I saw like a Logitune was running in the background for some reason, and so I killed it, reset the browsers again, and finally was able to get to work.
Ah, that's great. Technology, man.
Technology.
Works great until you really need it.
Yep. And usually only screws up like that in a time-sensitive manner. Probably good to have some glasses on so you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, nice fur texture. It's camera focus. Sector in the house this evening, fellas. Good evening. Good. The only problem when you're doing that, I can only do one side because I'll squish the sculpt. I'll have to do for that set.
Yeah.
Do the other side. AK in the house is hello all.
Hey, AK.
It will never, ever. I will never forget the fact that YouTube thought when Matt pronounced his screen name, it was a
Slur.
yes.
Nuked his stream.
And for months, they kept flagging my content until I finally got them to do their job and actually review what was said.
You can't expect them to do their job. What are you? A communist?
That experience had me realize their YouTube's technical support knows less than how YouTube works than the people who content creators. And I'm not even that adept with with using it. But yeah, they were completely incompetent.
No.
That was shocking. Yes. Basically, my live stream monetization was screwed up for months. Because I'd have to do a content review on every live stream. Because they'd flag it for inappropriate content for monetization.
Right.
And it would take over a week for them to actually fix it. So, and that's your first week is the only time you're going to be watching that content. Rarely do people go back and watch old live streams.
I did that before before I joined.
Mm-hmm.
I would go back and watch all the old ones when I was driving a truck, and I was like, oh, I can kill some hours.
We did go along for a little bit. But yeah, the first, it'll take a week or two for them to fix each stream. It's all because they flagged that one phrase improperly, so they messed up the settings on my stream was being inappropriate.
Well, have you tried not being racist?
Every day.
Despite all the trials, the original body is still the best one for that suit.
Oh yeah.
It's still a little frumpy, but I think it'll be okay. I need to figure out some boots and the gauntlet pieces
How's the thumb? What thumb? Or what were you referring to when I had the carpal tunnel surgery? And it never did heal right. I still got that hand. He said yes, that was what he's referring to. Yeah, I had such a hard time on that left hand, I didn't bother doing the other hand. I got to suffer with it because they screwed up my left hand for pretty good. I'm very dominantly right-handed, so if I screw up my right hand.
Yeah. You should be like us, the superior ones, left-handed.
No, the true superior one for ambidextrous.
They may be superior in some regards, but they lack commitment. They can't just pick one.
That is true. I hadn't thought about that. Mhm. Hope everybody's been safe out in Ultima season, though.
Yeah. I heard that Nissan had issued a recall for Ultimas 2014 and older. They said that really they should have been driving something else by now.
Dead ass.
Describing their victims.
Oh, that's part of that AI videos
Yeah.
when they crash into everything. Dead ass. They want to go describing all the different Ultimas in one video I saw. He just calls every vehicle in on Nissan's line an Altima, a Taltima, a Smalltima. They're just all Ultimas.
I had a buddy that would do that, but with people, everyone was the same. Just, different version of it. Be right back.
We're getting there and do the stamp on the side with the tusk. There we go. Well, it's good to have a mold that you can use for different things for make up too much clay. Press it into. Make these chest plates. Backside. Let's just chop that. That out. And we just drop it down in there. Much better. That goes in there. Fill in the gap, glue it in place, and start. I can actually make a texture stamp off this and just bring it up and blend it in. Okay. Marking where I need to trim off. I'm putting my glasses on this time. Not shoot hot plastic in my eyes. That's what we're going for right there. If I keep the twist.
It was once a man.
Once a man. Alright. Glad I got an airbrush because painting this by hand would have been a pain in the ass.
Yeah. I've been finding myself wishing I had one. I had one for a little bit that was just cheapo off of Amazon.
Yeah. Well, the first one I got off Amazon, it was cheapo, and I broke it just cleaning it.
Yeah.
Got a little nicer one the second time.
This was one of those ones that has like the compressors like attached to it. And stopped charging. The compressor was like a plug-in battery-powered deal.
Oh yeah.
Completely stopped charging. I only had it for a couple of months.
I think that's gonna work out well. The alien nature of the creature, the Hyperion torso kind of works. The character, creature, whatever you want to call it. I like it. Ooh, I need to find it in my fodder bag. I think a perfect head sculpt for this. I got a Toy Biz Luke Cage head floating around somewhere. Not Luke Cage. Toy Biz Bishop that's going to turn into a Luke Cage head. I took the hair off and used it for a different custom. And so I resculpted the top of the head to be bald, which I need that for this. And it's got the goatee that I need. And should scale pretty well with this body.
Nice.
That's what one of the big things about being a customizer, you got to be a hoarder too.
It's crazy how often those two intersect.
You're like, oh, I got to think. Well, it's like when I was finding, like when I was doing this, it's like, oh, a waist piece. I can use a waist piece to make the connection point for the snake bot. Humanoid torso. Can't say torso than that. Torso. I was wanting to say torso. Like I'm.
Toy store? Let's
Like
go to
a-
the toy store. Let's go to the toy store.
If you're doing a body suit for Conquest, that will save a lot of prep on that torso.
Yes, I'm just gonna paint it gray to hopefully cut back on any show through.
Yeah,
That said, the Omni Man doesn't have any show through, and he's on his torso, and he's all white, so it's probably not even that big of a deal. But I also got to work on the boots because they'll show, and the gauntlet, of course. But then I got to find out how bad I am at doing eyes.
I heard there's a good tutorial on YouTube about that.
Yeah. I don't know if I trust that guy though. He doesn't seem like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, it's true. I just undid everything I just did. I wasn't happy. Well, wasn't happy with the placement of the torso, the waist piece. When in doubt, smash and start over. The problem was it looked good when I was sitting there looking at it, but
Yeah.
I'm at an angle where it was skewing off what it looked. So it's actually causing the torso to lean back too far. So I need to tilt it forward more so it doesn't have to stay arched all the time. Yeah, that's better. And dropped it to the floor. Not a show if I don't drop stuff on the floor.
No. If it wasn't for dropping things on the floor, we wouldn't get anything done.
Oh. Will that be the last time in the show? We had 43 minutes left. So, will I drop anything in that amount of time? Odds are in favor, I will.
Well, if you drop something right now on purpose, it decreases the chances of dropping something later on accident. Statistically. Based off of the study that I just did in my head.
Yeah, I think I've heard that one. I think it was a peer-reviewed study too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I submitted it to the Washington Post. They liked it.
That's better. I like it.
If you like it, I love it. So.
It looks good. Let me set some Fixit Sculpt to fill in the void on the sides. Might have to get the breakdown, eventually buy some Fixit Sculpt.
Uh-oh.
That's getting after 12, 15 years, it's almost out of it.
So wasteful.
I know. Or I won't go with 3 pounds this time. Each container is 1.5 pounds. I was like, that's when I ordered this stuff. I had done zero sculpting, like any sculpting material other than like just sand and putty and stuff and smoothing stuff out. Like 1.5, 3 pounds. That's not much. It is
so much.
It's one of those things where it's in context. 3 pounds of chicken wings, not that much. 3 pounds of sculpting putty, it's quite a bit.
Yeah. I usually do the opposite. Like I like, oh, that sounds like a ton. I don't need that much of, whatever it is. And then I get it, and I'm like, wait, it's already gone.
Oh, speaking of wings, Buffalo Wild Wings has got a cool promotion going on right now. You got one close. $10, unlimited appetizers. They will keep bringing them to you.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous game to play.
I know, it's like, are they like challenging me to a fight?
Assuming you have to order a entree with it.
They didn't say. We did, but they didn't say you had to. And I went to, there's Buffalo Wild Wings right where my office moved to. It's like basically shares a parking lot.
Okay. So you get a lot of opportunity.
Yeah. I haven't been there in years. And I just hadn't. It started, that promotion started Friday. This morning when we had to go eat. And it's not too good to be true, but they kept bringing stuff out. They start you with 2, then you can, they'll bring you more once you finish those off. I might do it again tomorrow. I don't know. Even if I don't die between then and there.
Could always just have a giant meteor strike at any moment.
Watching my feet. I don't know what happened this weekend. It's like when I sit right now, all of a sudden my feet starts swelling up like water balloons.
That's not good.
Nope. I happened to look down and I was like, where's my ankles? I tried to put my shoes on earlier yesterday and like I had a hard time getting them on. I didn't pay attention. And I looked down and was like, last night I was like,
hey, wait a minute. Something ain't right.
yeah. So I can only sit for so long, and then I gotta lay down. Laying down lets the swelling go down, like from circulation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my ankles swelled up big time a couple years ago. I sprained it really bad, and I ended up having to buy a pair of Crocs. They were 2 sizes too big to be able to have shoes.
That's horrible, man. You should make you have to buy Crocs.
Yeah. It's idiocracy all over. Well, it was either that or like flip-flops, and the Crocs were easier to get on with the sprained ankles, so.
Been having like a weird pressure issue too in like my brain, inside my skull.
You just stop thinking so much.
Yeah.
Works wonders for me.
It's causing me like focus and like dizziness. It almost like felt like I was buzzed. Like the pressure is so intense.
Did this coincide with the trip to Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, it's actually all week beforehand. That's why we didn't do the comics review over the weekend. Yesterday because I couldn't read. I actually took off a couple days work last week because I couldn't even focus on doing anything. That's why I canceled Thursday's show. Thought maybe like got a bug or something other when I was at the con last week.
Yeah. That never happens. I didn't get to go to mine. The tickets were already sold out
That sucks.
by Friday. I was already kind of thinking about not going anyway because it was like a little bitty one, and it seemed like it was going to be mostly anime stuff, which I like anime, but
Not enough to go to a dedicated con.
right.
Your time to go to one.
Yeah, and if I go, I really want to have a costume put together. I didn't have anything put together, so.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever watched Mega 6 LR.
Oh yeah, I grew up on Megas.
I love that show. It had so many like 80s references in it, like cartoons. Even had like Peter Cullen and Frank Weicker like voice like giant robots. Voltron, Power Rangers. I think what he did to the Power Rangers mechs is he just ruined them because he put them on the Megas like a power armor. He just weren't meant to go that way. He just shoves his arms and legs in them. It's a shame that show got canceled way too soon.
Right? All the best shows do.
But what sucks is like the original creator of the show has tried to buy it from Cartoon Network, so he'd like to continue the show, and they won't sell it back to him.
For no reason other than
Because they want to own it. Because they're assholes. Once they own it.
Asshole. Just a song about
you
that.
know they don't plan on doing anything with it.
So when are you going to have me a action figure to display on this figure stand?
Oh.
I need a warrior of lore to
That's true.
sit on it. I mean, seems a little sacrilegious to put something else on it.
Well, that's why I'm working on doing the comic first. And then the comic have like a something to go with it. Then I can work on the figures.
Excuses.
Plus, with everything that's been going on, it's like, Maybe not the best time to develop a toy line.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't know which of those the toy line is, but it's one of them.
Seems like it would be a good time to do a new superhero line because it seems like everybody does war figures, military figures. It's like, and I think Hasbro has it covered with G.I. Joe.
Hey, war figures are fine and all. Don't get me wrong, but superheroes will always be where my Star Wars first, and then superheroes will always be where my allegiances lie. But first and foremost, my allegiance is to the Republic. So,
The Grand Republic.
the Grand Republic.
I got the Google Doc all updated up with new artwork for all the different characters.
Yeah.
It's all comic style artwork.
Nice.
turnaround, portrait views, turnarounds. It'd be great for multiple things, or for artists working on the book, or when I get a 3D sculptor. Or as in Canon, we'll be modeling like the armor for on-take movie Venom.
Yeah.
And send that to him and use that as the base for the main villain, Nihilus. He's got a 3D scanner now, so he can actually scan the figure in. You can design the parts that go onto the figure. Shin guards, forearm pieces, chest piece, shoulder pads, all that jazz.
Shoulder pads. What is this? The 90s?
Well, pauldrons. Shoulder pauldrons.
It's okay if it's the 90s. The 90s were cool.
Yes, they were. Little unique setup with doing this character. Like normally I wouldn't want to be doing connecting everything together, but really need to connect everything together before I can do sculpt or a paint and everything. But
yeah,
that's the way it's got to be with this one, because it's just big.
It's the way the cookie crumbles.
Nature how this one's going to be built. Ew. Yeah.
Don't start that.
22 minutes. Since we had to cancel a Thursday show last week, so probably go ahead and just do one this week. I need to get to work on Sector's Cyborg Supermans. He sent them to me to work on, but until I'm actually feel that I'm 100%, I don't want to work on somebody else's stuff.
Yeah.
I got mine. Still haven't finished up mine. I got to do the. It's 99% done. I just need to do the S. Do the black on the S.
But is it America's S?
No, it's Kryptonian S.
Does it stand for hope?
No. It's the House of L. I hated that when that movie was like, it stands for hope. No, it don't. It's your crest, your home, your family crest. It's always meant the family crest. It's not a.
I can see it as both. I mean,
he also had penis ships in there too.
he did. I mean, he arrived on Earth on a penis ship, so.
Zod and all his crew were imprisoned in penis ships.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what better way to humiliate them?
Well, the entire premise too, like it's very flawed in the movie. It's like how many planets in our solar system that could just terraform any other planet besides Earth and have been fine. But we need to make sure we go to the Earth and terraform it so we can kill all how many billion people on the Earth right now? 5, 6 billion?
Well, that was payback for he wanted to cause Kal-El pain because of Jor-El.
His revenge caused the extinction of the Kryptonian race. not very good, like a save, like protector of the race, like he was talking about. He was supposed to be. His stupidity got them all killed.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the opposite of what happened in Invincible. Invincible, that they came to Earth with that intention and then ended up being like, oh, we actually like it here.
Yeah. We don't have to like always try to kill people. We can have families.
Some of us have like 25 families, but you know, that's neither here nor there.
The what was I going to say? I forgot now.
I forgot what you were going to say too, so.
You were supposed to remember for me.
I apologize. I finally got my eBay coupon. Now
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't have any money to buy anything, so I have to
Well,
wait.
that's the time you're supposed to get it.
But the coupon's good for 4 uses. It's $25 off of a purchase of 50 or more, up to 4 times, and I can use it until September.
Nice.
So, all because I was irresponsible and visited the live auctions, saw some comic books. I was like, okay.
I gotta call the vet to get an appointment for my youngest dog. It's time to get her fixed. They want to go through a heat cycle first before they did it.
Yeah.
And we believe she's going through it right now. They said they have less health problems if you wait to have them go through it one time. Used to be they just did it after it was like a few months old.
Not anymore.
Yeah, the first one I had to pay for it for a while. But Roxy, I adopted her from shelter, and the shelter actually, or the adoption fee is covered the spade.
Okay.
And it's amazing that it comes from shelter. So originally I was going to pay for Roxy's, and I asked him like, how much did it cost to get her spayed? And it was like close to $400. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go drive down to where they get it done for free. Getting all the texture off this She-Hulk torso. Everybody's in the chat's been awful quiet.
No energy.
I did when I was dribbling off the material. I actually just drew out the pattern for a costume that's raised up section. I actually just ground down and left the elevated section up, so it's gonna reverse sculpt it, kind of chiseled it out of her, kind of in a sort. Sorry, we're doing it not on stream, but very precise, like cutting into it. I just needed to hold it up close to me as good as I can. Is the Disney She-Hulk the same height as the retro She-Hulk? She is smaller. I'll grab a retro She-Hulk.
I can't do that comparison. I refused to buy MCU She-Hulk, so
I got it for $11 on clearance for fodder, so
I saved $11 on her without buying it.
the retro is quite a bit bigger. I still like the custom classic She-Hulk on the MCU body. It's weird the color they made her on the figure, that real pale green. Because she wasn't that color on the show.
You ever drink Bailey's out of an old shoe?
No.
Hey, Greg. You ever seen that video?
No.
That's what the MCU She-Hulk reminds me of.
What in the world is that?
Yeah. It's from a bygone era of the internet. It's an old YouTube video.
Well, I can't say I've ever seen that.
It's old Greg. I think I'm gonna start dipping into DC Icon stuff next time I order stuff.
She's probably pricey now, but best Harley Quinn figure ever made. DC Icon.
I'm really looking at that Superman and Helix 2-pack. I already know the Superman's small, but it's such a good looking figure.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it kills me they went true 6-inch scale. Like, they were such great looking figures, and if they would have just made them Marvel Legends size, they would have been perfect.
Yeah. But I've already got a decent mix of scales up there. True 6-inch with some of the McFarlane DC Direct stuff.
Yeah.
5-inch with old Justice League cartoon. The Mezco stuff's a little bit closer to true 6-inch scale too, so
One
it
of the
won't
best,
be complete.
I tell you, one to look for in that line is the Firestorm. He is
Yeah.
a great figure.
I'm really thinking about that 7-pack, the whole Justice League. I know they're like the rebirth suits,
Yep.
but
Oddly enough, that Wonder Woman is what Marvel Legends scale. The rest of she's got her head small, but I actually put like a Power Princess head on mine, and I have her in the main Justice League display because she is that much bigger. She towers over the other figures in that box set.
I remember seeing that DC Icon set when it came out. I didn't collect toys at the time, but I still wanted it, even then.
It's a good set. Another expensive set of that Icons is the Damian Superboy 2-pack.
Yes, it's like $250. I know if you buy each of them individually, you can get them for about $100 a piece. The Doomsday set I want, but I won't pay that much.
He's a great looking. He's probably the best looking Doomsday figure they've made. He's the only first appearance Doomsday they ever made.
The Nightwing looks like a miniature Mafex Nightwing.
Yep. If you have a Teen Titans display, great figure. He is a little short for an adult Nightwing, but Young Justice Teen Titans display works great. Yeah, they're about the same height. Neil Caleb. Jen might be just a fuzz taller, but pretty well the same height.
Yeah, see, their Harley, DC Icon's Harley looks like, except for articulation wise, looks almost identical to the DC UC one.
Mm-hmm.
It's even got the same exact accessories. I have the DC UC one, and she's great.
Mm-hmm. It's me, Joker. Don't you recognize me?
There's no laws against the Pokemon, Batman.
What are you going to do with that Pokemon?
I caught a little punny, Batman. I caught a little punny. No, Joker, no! Do you know if the DC Icons metallic figures have the same issue that the DC UC ones do?
The what now?
The DC Icons metallic figures, do they have the brittle plastic issue?
That I don't know. I don't have a lot of DC Icons. I'm mostly I cherry picked. I got the 7-pack. I bought all the female figures, and I bought Firestorm, and the Superman Doomsday 2-pack, and the kid
The Super Sons?
Super Sons. Then Harley Quinn, of course, I bought all the female figures, but and it kills me that we didn't get the Jim Balent Catwoman. She was going to be made, and they killed the line before they made her. That and Etrigan the Demon and the Booster Go Blue Beetle 2-pack.
Of course. Because it wouldn't be reality if your dreams weren't dashed at least once.
Which would sucks. Like, man, it would have been cool if McFarlane got access to the DC Direct stuff, and it's nice, it's cool he's doing the animated series stuff, reissues.
Yeah.
Been cool if he could have did the DC Icon stuff. But now, Mattel's not going to use any of the molds when they get the license back.
No.
Pipe dream would be let him keep the DC Direct stuff and keep doing that. Just reissuing old stuff.
That would make sense.
And
so it won't happen.
Yeah. And release stuff that didn't get released, like that. Those icons that got canceled. I finally got an animated Batwing because he reissued it through Target.
Target.
Which the only thing I don't like about it is animated reissues is like the cell shading and shit.
Yeah, that was my issue. I have that pair of Bruce Wayne legs, and it looks like he peed his pants.
Most of his cell shading is exactly that. They look like they peed their pants.
It's funny. He does cell shading when people don't want it. Marvel does not do cell shading when people do want it. Like with the Ultimate Unlimited Spider-Man Unlimited.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know, this isn't the version everyone wanted, but you put it out anyway.
So they can release it again. Make you buy it again. Because they know we will.
Suckers.
So they were going to definitely reuse that Maximum Spider-Man body because they put too much time and effort into tooling that, not to reuse it.
Yeah, they can't, but they can't use the new tooling as a selling point anymore.
Yep.
Not new tooling anymore.
So they still going to charge $50?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
People have proven that they'll pay it.
Yep. Yeah. Hey, they fired Ryan Ting, so we should get discounts since they don't have to pay a salary.
That's what I was thinking.
What a kick in the teeth, man. It's like you've been working for the company for 10 years almost. And, well, we're just going to fire you. Was I not doing my job? No. We're just eliminating your position. Yeah, I thought about using Titanium for this custom, but then you gotta worry about cutting all these spikes off, resculpting that, and then add resculpt. Yeah, there's resculpting no matter which one I was going to use. So I rather with the She-Hulk, it's basically dealing with the torso, shoulders, and the hips. On Titania, it's like all her arms and legs. The ab section, and figure out what to do with how these leg twists work, the thigh rotations. So if I was going to go with this scale, I think She-Hulk was the better option. And it's like, plus by chopping her up, I have no MCU She-Hulks in my collection now.
And that's the important part. Really, I mean, do you think she would be happy knowing that her action figure was owned by a man?
Probably not.
So you're probably fulfilling her wish as much as anyone else's. And that just proves that you're...
Yeah, I liked her on Orphan Black, but she got to be like, oh, seems like she changed when she got Hollywood.
Yeah. I didn't watch Orphan Black, so I didn't really get an opportunity to like her before I disliked her. Just sad because she doesn't look terrible for the part.
Yeah.
And I mean, she wasn't like a terrible actress. There was just too much personal politics injected into it.
Plus, they made the show literally to be an FU to the fans. They admitted that. And it reminds me like, oh, people don't like female superheroes. Like, no, we love She-Hulk in the comics. We hate what you did to the character. What was on screen was not She-Hulk. People were saying, oh, it's very accurate to the comics. What comic book are you reading?
They haven't read a comic book in their life.
She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters liked being She-Hulk in the comics. And they made it clear that she hates being She-Hulk. And the whole, like, I mastered the power of being She-Hulk immediately. Because I'm better than you.
Emotionally more mature than the guy that's been dealing with this literally his entire life.
And 3 drops of blood make her turn into the She-Hulk when in the comics she was near death and had to have a blood transfusion to save her life, and he debated about doing it because he knew what could happen. But she had to be the one to save him in the show. And get,
Of course.
and start the show out with her being saved by a guy.
That wouldn't have been accurate to the comics. Right? Or something along those lines? I don't know. I only watch the MCU, thank you. And the Force is female, as we all know.
Too bad they didn't have a lot of source material to go on from Star Wars. Like they didn't have any books or comics or anything they could read.
That is the biggest shame. That would have saved Star Wars if they had.
I can't believe nobody ever called her out in person when she said that. It's like Kevin Kenny was like, "Oh, we were having to write all this, come up with this stuff on our own because there's no, unlike Marvel, we don't have all these like stories and stuff we can pull from." What?
Yeah. Where was Sam Witwer to correct her? And I know I'm in the minority, but I don't think I think Dave Filoni is better than Kathleen Kennedy,
Oh,
but I think he's not by a whole lot. I think there's a whole lot better we could do.
oh, absolutely. I agree. I'm right there with you.
Dave Filoni is too concerned about his characters in places they don't belong.
I haven't liked anything he's really done.
I liked the Clone Wars significantly more than I liked Rebels because it didn't hurt anything lore-wise.
Yeah, I did not like Rebels.
I thought Rebels was a well-written show. I think it was well acted, well written, well directed, good storytelling. It's just not storytelling that lined up with Star Wars.
Ellen Hale's talking about like She-Hulk, one of the most likable characters in the comics, and they turned her into the most unlikable. Went to
It's
a
a
beloved
superpower.
character to a one nobody can stand.
It's honestly a superpower if you think about it.
Yeah. How can we ruin these characters? It's their superpower.
These characters have been beloved for far too long now.
let's ruin the character by bad writing, then blame it like, oh, people don't like her because she's a girl. But no, people love She-Hulk. You just ruined her.
This is gonna be the hard part.
What she said.
At least it's nice and stretchy.
That's what she said.
And after she saw the size, she was glad it was stretchy.
Down to there. So we're past the 2 hour mark. Alrighty, guys. I just know at the time we're past time, and if everything willing, and if I'm feeling up to it, to where we will do a show this Thursday, since I had skipped this past Thursday. Mr. Sith, thank you for coming out and hanging out with me tonight.
Absolutely.
And, it looks like you got an extra conquest belt with your kit.
Just about got his bodysuit on. It is a tight.
Tight.
Men in tights.
You are men in tights. Alrighty, guys. We'll get y'all next time. Everybody in the chat, thank you again. We'll catch you later. Oh, before we go, we got to do a
Family.
and we'll later.
See?